Welcome to episode 6 of the Wrestling Rundown. Yeah, 6. Big number.
6.
2 hands to count it on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are your hosts, the Prince Justice Brotherhood. That's Super Eric, this is Shark Boy, and I am Curry Man.
Aw, hell yeah. I can't believe I did that.
Because you're Shark Boy.
You said you didn't want to be the Stone Cold Shark
I know,
Boy.
but no, and I did it anyway. What's wrong with me?
Alright, we're coming off of a pretty cool week. Some crazy things happened, some not so crazy things happened.
Yeah?
And it all started with the Battleground pay-per-view.
Yeah, Battleground. I think what's funny is, like, we were so sure on some of our predictions.
We
and
were
fucking wrong.
This is the wrongest we've ever been.
Yeah.
Probably. I will.
So wrong we were right.
I'm going to take a point for Dean Ambrose beating Seth Rollins. Because he beat the fuck out of him.
See, okay, and me and Kevin were actually talking about that because...
Apparently Dean Ambrose takes really exception of Seth Rollins calling himself the New World.
Okay, so as far as, like, overall physicality, Dean Ambrose won, but technically in the record books, it's a win for Seth Rollins.
Yes,
because of
but
profit.
Seth Rollins...
So technically, we were right and you were wrong.
But also technically I was right.
We'll leave that up to you guys. Who do you guys think won out of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins? Post in the comments.
Please.
But other matches we actually got 2 pre-show matches.
Yeah.
That surprised the crap out of me.
Cameron and Naomi was terrible.
Blame that on Cameron.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, and we talked about that when we watched it. This is the only way to keep her relevant. If she would have lost...
Don't do that. Don't
I
keep
know.
her relevant.
They need to keep her fucking lip gloss relevant. It was bad.
Yeah.
Go to Total Divas and stay there.
Yeah.
That's why she's on TV, is because she's on Total Divas.
Get off
Just-
Total Divas and TV.
That's not going to happen.
Go hang out with Melina because she's not in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't put your
And then,
no
and
talent
then
on Melina.
it'll drive John Morrison so crazy that it'll come back.
I mean,
No, John Morrison's with a new girl now.
Okay.
Not together anymore.
Anyway, Battleground.
Battleground.
Woo!
So we had our second pre-show match, which was...
Technically the first one because it happened first.
It did happen, which I thought was weird.
yeah, the unannounced Fandango versus Adam Rose.
Yes. Made sense.
I was excited to see Adam Rose.
Yeah. Well,
Layla was bouncy.
Layla was so bouncy.
I mean, Fandango, Adam Rose, both really talented wrestlers.
Yeah. By the way, I got pizza this week. Assholes.
2 really talented wrestlers who don't get a chance to shine. So, it was a good match.
All in all, Adam Rose won that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam Rose beat Mr. Fancy Pants.
Because Fandango was distracted by Layla bouncing. Speaking of being
Which-
distracted by Layla,
Everyone was distracted by Layla bouncing. That's true.
That's why we didn't know who won the match.
Yeah.
but speaking of Layla bouncing, well, okay, speaking of Layla in general, when they did, you and I were saying that Adam Rose really enjoyed being kissed by Layla,
Yeah.
and I think
Layla was getting really into the side of Adam Rose's face.
and he was freaking out, and he was, I don't know,
Well-
that might blossom into something.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
When you're high on that much LSD, having someone kiss you is just...
He's not. He might be high on LSD.
He's definitely high on lollipops.
Laced with LSD.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
The L in LSD stands for lollipop.
Yep. Lollipop stick drug.
okay. So moving on to the card of Battleground, we opened up with the best match on the show.
Mm-hmm.
The best match that could have been even better.
It could have been
It
better,
could've.
and I'm glad they didn't go. Well, I get,
My gripe with the match was when they went to roll up Harper, it was obvious his shoulders weren't pinned down to the ground.
and that was
and like the ref did like almost a fast count just to make it happen, and it was like that was their excuse of making a second fall happen.
yeah.
That bugged me, guys.
Yeah,
if it didn't work, kick out and roll them up again.
So,
Yeah.
Second fall was kind of a cop out. First fall came very abruptly, but who's going to get it from a
Awesome.
Brody boot? But the third fall, holy crap!
I actually like how quick the first fall happened.
It was good.
Yeah, I think the how fast the first fall happened made sense.
Yeah.
The second one was a cop out.
Right.
I wish that one was a little longer and obviously less of a shady way
Yeah.
to get the fall.
Is the ref in cahoots with the Usos?
Yes.
Let us know what you think. Did they pay him off? Did they pay him off in money or
They
coconuts?
paid him off in
That's
Dance
racist.
lessons.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Dance lessons.
Yeah, they're teaching him how to war dance.
The referee war dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so he can be really good at refereeing.
Wow.
No, the match was awesome.
Yeah,
though,
the third fall was just phenomenal.
And obviously, though, I mean, we don't expect anything less from the Wyatt team versus the Usos because
Yeah.
we've seen it every time, and every time they keep it fresh, they keep it entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did. And they kept us on the edge. Me, I know I was on the edge of my seat. I had no idea who was going to win.
No.
I was so sure the Wyatts were going to
Yeah,
take
it felt like now was the time.
There
Yeah.
were so many times, too,
Yeah.
when Brody or Rowan would hit the big move, and they're like, nope, that's it. They win.
Yep, that's it.
And then
the
one of
Us-
them kicks out.
Yeah,
or
and the
breaks
Usos
up
kicked
in.
out.
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable match, and I thought it was clever that they learned that okay, one person splashing Luke Harper doesn't get the
Yeah.
fall, so they're both gonna climb the top rope, splash Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Usos retain the tag team titles. I hope there's a rematch at SummerSlam.
Yeah. That's my guess is that they maybe want to hold off changing the belts until
Yeah,
SummerSlam.
that's we were saying that too. Is I think since the Wyatts didn't take it here, they're gonna take it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I hope that's what happens, but I'm seeing some sort of weird thing developing with Ryback
Yeah.
and the Usos that they've been starting a feud with.
True.
And
I think that might be a filler
Yeah.
until the
I
Wyatts
hope-
come back.
I hope that's a thing because I'm not thrilled with the idea of a Ryback versus Usos at SummerSlam.
Yeah. They're
Let's avoid that if we can.
they're fine matches to have on main event, SmackDown, even Raw, but
Yeah.
not pay per view.
Now let's let Ryback get better. Up next, we were supposed to have Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose.
Which straight off the bat, I was surprised they were going to put that as match number 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very. It was an odd order to the card on this entire show. It was just a very awkward choice. But we wouldn't get Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Well, technically, we get a brawl in the back. You know, Rollins is cutting his promo. Dean Ambrose doesn't like it. Yeah, good lord. Dean Ambrose doesn't like the promo. Dean Ambrose beats the shit out of Seth Rollins, and Triple H kicks him out of the building, which made it entertaining for the rest of the night because we had 2 more times that Dean Ambrose would beat the hell out of Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
But you know, we already kind of talked about how the ending of that one went. You know, technically a forfeit victory, but overall a moral victory for Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Up next, we had the Divas title match, which I thought was awesome.
It was.
This was the match I was waiting for.
Yeah, these two girls beat the crap out of each other. Very, very move for move. There was a lot of times, you know, we were saying there's like it seemed like Paige was upset that AJ wasn't she wasn't going as full head of steam as she could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is I don't want to go on like WWE recap reprisal of their feud,
Which happens every week.
which have like literally every show when they're involved in anything.
But they had a new one this week.
Yeah, but AJ does her promo the night after Mania, and Paige comes out, and AJ challenges her to the match. So she's gonna put the title on the line. I was excited because I thought it was gonna be a great match.
Yeah.
Wasn't. Quick one move type thing. AJ returns a few months later, challenges Paige for the championship rematch. It's like, oh, cool. Here we get to actually have the match that we didn't get to have the night after Mania. And it was basically a squash until AJ rolls her up.
Yeah.
This was what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
This was the match where they went balls to the wall. They had balls. Which I hope they don't.
Boobies to the wall.
Boobies to the wall. And
Because it does.
boobies. No, yeah, it was freaking great.
It was an awesome match.
Yeah.
I loved it. I like seeing Paige do her stuff, and I like seeing AJ change it up from the Black Widow now.
Yeah.
She's done it 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
now since she's come back and hitting that Shining Wizard for the finish.
Yeah. The Shining Wizard, I think, gives more of a finality to the match.
Yeah.
It's just a good contrast from the Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Black Widow, you know, it's the setup, and it's gonna happen. The Shining Wizard is just kind of like, oh, bam, and it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But AJ would retain the Divas title. I think we were all kind of.
Yeah.
This was the one match that we kind of knew. Okay.
Yeah.
AJ's only had it for a couple weeks again, so she's probably more than likely going to keep it, and she did.
Hoping for a rematch at SummerSlam.
Well,
with a stipulation.
After what happened on Raw.
we haven't got there.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened on Raw.
What happened on Raw?
We're still on
What
Raw.
is Raw?
Raw was after Battleground, which we're still talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is Raw? I've never heard of it.
So up next on Battleground, I believe we had Swagger Rusev. Or am I missing one?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Swagger Rusev. It was as physical as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was legitimately surprised that Rusev won again.
Yeah.
I thought this might have been the first downfall.
I
For
thought
Rusev.
for sure it was going to be.
My thinking on it was, if Swagger doesn't do it, then who will?
Yeah.
Like, if Swagger doesn't do it in this specific instance, then who's it gonna be?
The way the match went, a lot of the tide was in Swagger's favor during the match, and I thought maybe this is where Rusev is going to win. Lose. This is where Rusev's going to lose. His undefeated streak's going to be over. But at the same time, it goes with how I wanted the storyline to pan out, like I said last week, is that Rusev would win this time, and Swagger Rusev would have a rematch at SummerSlam. Flag match.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
I just decided, I want Rusev to win in a rematch, and then lose to Bo Dallas.
Oh
Yay.
God, no! Don't know.
I'm okay with that.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
I'm not sure I'm okay. With
Streak
He
versus
is
streak.
fine with this.
that. I don't believe that. Yeah, Rusev would win by countout.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't like
yes.
that.
That was my only complaint with the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was a real weird thing too,
Yeah.
with him doing the roll and then Swagger had to dive over the steps to hit the post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of shady endings, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battleground wasn't an interesting thing to be.
But at least it wasn't a disqualification.
No. We'll get,
It was a
We'll get to
thing
that.
that's technically kind of a disqualification.
Sorta.
Like, if you go into technicalities.
Yeah.
Then we had.
The Battle Royal!
Was it? Oh yeah, it was.
Battle
Oh,
Royal!
Yeah,
Battle
Battle Royal
Royal.
was cool.
And about a lot of surprises.
yes.
One ruined surprise. They ruined the surprise of the match in the match with the ending.
Wait. I'm missing something.
Way telegraphing the Miz
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck you, Miz.
with a
That
capital M.
That made me not enjoy the rest of the match.
Yeah,
as soon as-
because you knew it was gonna happen.
I was holding out hope that Miz was going to come in and Ziggler was going to throw him over because they telegraphed it so much.
But it happened the other way around.
Yeah.
I was actually expecting it to be. I was expecting Sheamus to be the last one in there.
There was the moment though when Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler faced off, and they kind of exchanged words, and I thought they were saying, "Hey, the Miz was never eliminated. Let's go get him."
I think we even
They
we
did
even
that
said
where
something like that.
Sheamus starts talking to Ziggler and he points to outside the ring.
Yeah.
And that was where Miz was last seen, was going out on that side, and then we realized, oh, but that's also where the Intercontinental title
Yeah,
is
he was
sitting.
pointing at the Intercontinental. It would have been great
It
if they
would've.
both would have went out there, grabbed Miz, threw him in the ring, and then threw him out.
And then Dolph Ziggler would have eliminated Sheamus and
Yeah.
he went on to win the Intercontinental title, and we
Yeah.
all would have been happy. But speaking of happy,
But okay,
oh,
I do want to say my
Go.
theory of why the Miz won. I think they were wanting a Dolph Ziggler Bad News Barrett feud, but Barrett got
Oh.
injured, so they put it on a different heel so Ziggler could feud him.
So hopefully Ziggler. Well, okay, that would be great. I would hope that Ziggler
Miz
takes it.
versus the Ziggles.
They had a really good match on Raw, which we'll get to.
I don't know what happened on Raw yet.
We're not.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's a show, I think.
It's a show after Battleground.
I keep saying it's a show.
Yeah, hopefully they do, like, maybe Ziggler takes it from Miz eventually, and then Bad News Barrett's able to come back and run a feud against Ziggler. That'd be great. Let Ziggler run the title for a while. I mean, rather than passing it around, every couple of months. But yeah, there were some really great surprises.
My favorite. Can I do it?
Do it.
I don't like Titus O'Neil. I really like Bo Dallas. So when Bo Dallas eliminated Titus O'Neil, I was really happy.
He lost his mind.
Yeah.
I might have screamed a little.
I thought your favorite, what you were saying your favorite spot was that you don't like Titus O'Neil.
Pretty much my favorite spot in the Battle Royal. I don't like Titus O'Neil. Yeah, there was that, and then there was
Heath Slater eliminated.
Yeah, here was the thing.
This was super shocking.
I wanted Cesaro to win so bad. Like, we all talked about that.
Yeah.
And then Slater eliminated him. And I saw that, I was like, I'm not even mad.
Yeah, it was almost okay, like, oh my, they just gave a really good showing to Heath Slater.
Yeah.
I think they feel bad for firing us 3MB. And Hornswoggle's getting a movie and Heath Slater's got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those things that I feel like maybe Cesaro and Slater planned together.
Damn it! Why didn't they have like 3MB break up and then Heath Slater go back to the one-man band, but be like an emo band now?
That was also another thing I noticed was that when he had his entrance during the Battle Royal, they accidentally played the three-man band music.
Well, I don't think they've played any other music other than
I'm pretty sure they did one-man band.
I think they might be making new music for him.
Yeah, but they did do one-man band before.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed that.
It was a screw-up, but a funny screw-up that I pointed out and laughed at.
And he went, oh.
Yeah.
He died a little inside when his music hit.
Heath Slater died a little inside.
He went back to the locker room.
He didn't let us show.
He went back to the locker room and just cried.
Like, I'm actually really hoping, especially with what happened later in the week, I'm hoping Heath Slater gets something more.
Yeah.
Because
I'll tell you what I hope he gets.
What's that?
Later. When we get to what happened later.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I know where that's gonna go.
Yeah, I bet you do.
But yeah, the Battle Royal itself was really entertaining. No real slow spots, really high impact, and then of course you get the shady win. Ziggler drop kicked Sheamus in the face.
That was awesome.
And eliminated him.
That was so awesome it made me mad because I was like, oh, that's cool, but I can't enjoy this match because I know who's winning.
Yeah, and then, Miz, shifty little fucker, comes in, dumps Ziggler over the top.
Miz.
He's the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I was hoping that Ziggler would duck, and he didn't. Fucking Miz.
So Miz is the Intercontinental Champion.
Ziggler, why didn't you dodge?
Yeah.
Nerd. More of that. More of what happens with Miz during the week. Then we'd have Jericho versus Bray Wyatt.
Good match.
That was a good match.
It was a very good match. Very physical. I was really surprised that Jericho got the win.
Yeah. That was legitimately shocking.
And I think the only reason he got the win was because his family was there. Because after he won, he went out and he hugged his son and his father.
He should have still lost.
Just
the hopes and dreams of his family.
But
get Bray Wyatt over as a heel.
But at the same,
beating Chris Jericho and then taunting his family about it.
But I have a theory on why he won.
Theorize.
I can't because you don't know what Raw is yet.
Yeah.
What's Raw? Uncooked food.
It is uncooked food, but it's something that happens after Battleground, which I'm not talking about. So, also, now we are at
hold on real quick. The ending of the Jericho-Wyatt match came out of nowhere, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like random move, and then Wyatt feeds into the Codebreaker.
Yeah.
It was.
And I thought Bray was going to kick out
of
the Codebreaker.
It seemed like
we were waiting. We're like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It was very Streak-esque.
Even the referee didn't know what happened.
Yeah. The referee was like, wait a second. Oh, never mind, it's Jericho.
There was this black guy in the audience. He was like, "Oh wait, that was the streak."
That was the streak.
My bad. It's Sting face paint on this time.
What?
I don't know. It's a meme I saw.
Okay, what?
It's getting weird.
Okay, what happened next?
Now we go on to the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
More
This-
like Fatal Boar-Way.
It was better than we thought it was going to be.
It was.
In my
That's
opinion,
just
yes.
that's what I tweeted.
See, unfortunately for this match and for the Money in the Bank match, we knew Cena was going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, we had hopes that other people were going to win, but honestly,
I wanted Kane to win so bad.
Hey.
like,
I made them want Kane to win. That's how bad.
no,
I
no.
voted for Kane.
I would have been okay with Kane, but I knew Cena was going to win, so I wasn't going to get my hopes up.
I mean, with the Brock Lesnar thing I said, that's how I made
Yeah.
you guys want Kane.
That is true.
I just want Kane to win.
I mean, I honestly can't really think of anything that stood out in the match.
Roman
can.
Reigns punched someone in the face.
I got two moments.
Okay, actually,
Roman Reigns gets the triple drop kick.
Yes,
Yeah.
He
That-
gets on Orton and then on Cena on the commentary table. And
No,
then-
no, Orton was on the commentary table.
Or was on the commentary. It's somebody. He gets one
Because
person.
he was fighting Cena, and then Kane came in and he knocked Kane down. So he ran out, he got Kane, and he got Randy Orton on the commentator's table, and then he hit John Cena.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
That was a really cool
That
spot
was-
for Reigns.
that was probably, the highlight of the match for me.
Yeah.
And then we had the Cena was getting pinned, and obviously it's like getting pinned. He's knocked out, blow, and then as soon as he gets pinned, he's like,
Yeah.
Kane,
You see
Kane, he's
him.
at one.
You see him looking for Kane to break up the pin
But
because
Kane-
it's not. Yeah.
He's at one.
Kane,
bro.
quick! He's at one.
Well, he was fighting the urge to kick out, like really bad.
Yeah, which is I guess okay.
It's like-
it wasn't a Cena
Well,
kick out.
that was the thing is that he was checking to see if Kane was going to be there because if Kane wasn't there, he had to kick out.
Yeah.
Because obviously it wasn't going to end there.
Yeah.
That shows me there's trust
he
issues
was-
between Cena and Kane.
He was hoping that Kane wasn't going to be there, so he could kick out the two.
He's like, oh damn it, here comes Kane.
I want to kick out of the RKO. Did you have another spot you wanted to talk about?
No.
Yeah,
It was a match
I
that
knew
happened.
I knew Cena was going to win, so I
really
wasn't
wanted-
upset.
I
mean, that's-
really wanted Brock Lesnar to attack Cena after the match.
Eh.
Here's why. I knew Cena wasn't going to be at next Raw. I had read that already.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I knew that, so I wanted Brock Lesnar to attack him
Would have made sense.
to explain why Cena wasn't there.
Would have made sense.
Although,
Yeah.
I heard.
Well, fuck.
Although I heard one theory that Cena wasn't there because they're trying to get us used to having a champion who's never around after Brock Lesnar wins.
Oh, that makes me sad on the inside.
That is sad. But
so
that's
sad I'm gonna fart.
don't do that. But that's the rundown of Battleground. Yeah, it was an interesting show. We definitely kept us on our toes.
It was-
through a couple
It was a
through couple
good
matches.
show for match quality.
Yeah.
It was a bad show for match results.
Yeah.
I'll accept that. But you know that pretty much everything that didn't happen at Battleground
Yeah.
will happen at SummerSlam.
Right. And that's the main issue, that Battleground was a speed bump.
Yeah.
On the road to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But like last case of promotion.
Battleground was a porta potty on the side of the road that we had to stop at because, you know what, it's been a long road to SummerSlam. We gotta pee.
It's the rest stop.
Battleground wasn't that bad.
Battleground was like the pee break of the year.
I'll accept that. I guess.
I don't know. There were some really good matches though.
Yeah.
There were.
Yeah.
The tag titles and the Divas Championship, awesome matches.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give a strong middle of the way B for
Okay.
Battleground.
Yeah.